caught. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. Good drip. But she love you, don't cut your... Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the lights. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. I went from filling out kites to putting it in my block. New Gucci sweater is drill. Somebody give me a... These ain't like the cops. Gossiping more than a... In jail I had...
And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Arizona Cardinals and the New York Giants. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And incomplete to open things up.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete.
Detroit! Detroit!
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. The 40, 30, 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. Saquon Barkley, 69 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. So, wow. I mean, that'll quiet this crowd, right? A big one there on the opening drive of the game.
Yeah, you have to be thinking, we're at home for the playoffs. That had to be a splash of cold water right in their face, don't you think?
Yeah, they got to be thinking, we're going to have to work on this and do so in a hurry. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Leopard! Leopard! Detroit! Detroit!
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's going to take a shot. He's got a man complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And that goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Detroit!
They'll set up a throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Back to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
From back at the 2, here's 3rd and goal.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
He'll give it to him right up the gut. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. The offense is staying out there.
Right,
here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Now a handoff looking right. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And this Cardinal defense comes up with a goal line stand. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Watch it now, Barney.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. Gets through, and now an opening. That one 28 yards on the ground. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yep, the lanes are there. Go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be 2nd and 12. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. And he's able to find Hawkins. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down.
Now let's go. Blue line it.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. They'll look to throw here. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Lucky 56.
They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They're going to look to throw. A man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard. Leopard.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking for Shepard deep. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, you need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hey. 4 down. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. 3rd catch of this 1st half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a 1st down for him, too.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. He'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And that's why you spend a 1st-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point from McManus is good. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Dalvin Tomlinson in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And New York set to take the field. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, he came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Now, lucky 56, lucky 56.
Back to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 20! And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56. Leopard, Leopard.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Now that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A great effort there. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are in for 6. McManus's point after is good. And that makes the score 14-7. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Shepard. A good pickup there of 22. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. But I believe the Giants got this back, and they will hold on to the possession. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. The Giants on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 21-7. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll throw now on the final play. This is complete to Hawkins. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Detroit! Detroit!
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete here.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. The Giants on third down. They've been excellent. 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Gone, 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 gone.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6? We all know the teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hawkins. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Watch him now, Barney.
Here's a give to Barkley. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. And he's able to put it through. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Touchdown, Giants! As his guys are in for 6. And the Giants add on to their lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Detroit!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Dalvin Tomlinson in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
All right, now, look at 56. 56. Lucky 56. Gun, 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 gun.
They'll set up a throw. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield. The Cardinals on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19.
Leopard, leopard. Gun, 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 gun. Over, 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 over.
They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, complete. It's Hawkins. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
Gun, 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 gun. Over, over, over.
They'll drop to throw. He dumps it off to Barkley. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
Gun, gun, gun. Here we go now. Blue landing. Blue landing. Detroit, Detroit.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And who's got it? The Giants.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Set. Blue landing.
They get it to him running left. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? And they'll go with a ground attack here. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
This drive started with 1st and goal. Now that it's 4th and goal, anything less than a touchdown would feel like a letdown to me.
And McManus able to put it through. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that what again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Ball on the 30, they'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Now let's go! Blue landing! Blue landing!
Now back to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. 70 yards. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he stopped immediately there. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. Back to throw. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th.
Detroit! Detroit! Set! 3-19!
Now they try the right side here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue, 90. Blue.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis.